Hope Not Lost for Endangered Sea Turtles, a Problem Solution Essay by Audrey Gorman. As someone who has grown up around prolific wildlife in varying states of endangerment, I've seen the havoc that humans wreak upon these animals. Southwest Florida is home to many a story about panthers being killed by cars, birds of prey having difficulty finding a place to nest, and manatees being run over by boats. Yet, while many of these animals' endangerment is a product of natural progression or nearly unavoidable, the fate of the sea turtles rests in the hands of property owners and others who disrupt the turtles' nesting grounds. Homeowners living on the beach must be vigilant about spotting nesting areas and fencing them off with caution tape. Beachgoers must respect the nest and leave the eggs and hatchlings alone. Without proper precautions being taken, it is very possible that not a single hatchling in the litter survives for more than a few days. Adult sea turtles must navigate fishing nets, pollution, and hunters in order to reproduce. I know from personal experience that humans are often to blame for this depressing act. Going to the beach as a little kid, I would see tourists happen upon nesting grounds and trample them in the effort to capture a picture with the eggs. While I knew it wasn't something people should do, I still was excited by the prospect of baby turtles and begged my parents to take one home. While they said no, I, and others, still contributed to the disruption of their nesting grounds. In middle school, I participated in a very regrettable and cruel game with my friends one night when we happened upon sea turtle hatchlings on the beach and flashlights in their eyes. While I wasn't the one holding the flashlight, I was a silent bystander, and the memory still haunts me. The reason why I chose this topic today is because of my guilt. I've seen and experienced the ways that humans are contributing to the extinction of sea turtles. Sea turtles are already at a natural disadvantage. Only about 1 in 1,000 hatchlings survive into adulthood. In addition, baby sea turtles are sought after by crabs and birds as a tasty meal. Sea turtles have no defense mechanisms they can use in adulthood, let alone as a baby. Adult sea turtles rely on their hard shells and safe surroundings to protect them, as they don't have any natural predators. Hatchlings, on the other hand, must avoid peril at every turn for the chance to outgrow their predation stage. In addition, hatchlings must survive without a parent to protect them. The only chance that a newborn sea turtle has to make it to adulthood is to find the water and hide until it outgrows its predators. But even finding the water can be a nearly impossible task. Hatchlings rely upon the moon and its reflection on the sea to find their way to the ocean. Flashlights, bonfires, and high beam lamps can cause the newborns to lose their way, struggle, run out of energy, and perish. The only beach light appropriate for beach house homeowners to use are low-pressure sodium luminaires placed behind sand dunes. Though hatchlings can outgrow their juvenile predators, very insidious challenges are in store for them in adulthood. Fishermen and trawlers often capture sea turtles in their nests, intentionally or unintentionally, and the turtles are killed as a result. While some people kill and eat turtles, more often is the trawler that captures a turtle accidentally and leads it to become helplessly tangled and suffocate or starve. Deep sea trawlers pull huge nets behind them, capturing anything and everything that is unfortunate enough to cross their path. Turtles are not the only victim of callous corporation, but they are especially grim to think about dying in this context due to their endangered status. Unless corporations agree to use less greedy methods to trawl for shrimp, many more turtles will continue to suffer from this barbaric practice. Climate change and human intervention contribute to the turtles' endangered status as well. Researchers in Mexico found that relocated and guarded nests had a higher rate of survival due to the erosion of beaches and housed nests. These nests have been used by turtles for years, who have no understanding that their favorite nesting place is no longer suitable for eggs due to climate change and human intervention. Dam construction has contributed to long-term erosion of beaches around the world. Sediment is not migrating from streams to coasts, and thus our beaches are thinning. This hits the sea turtle population harder than most. Eggs washed away or on too thin a beach have no chance of survival. Without vigilant beach watch or deconstruction of certain dams, beaches that the turtles are familiar with will erode beyond repair and the turtle population will continue to sink. Pollution is one of the biggest threats to turtles at the moment, more so than any of the issues plaguing sea turtles. Trash and debris dumped into the ocean pollute sea turtles' environment and caused a myriad of health issues. The turtles, believing the pollution to be food, swallow pounds of plastic. If the plastic doesn't suffocate them in the process of eating it, it becomes blocked in the digestive tract and can cause death by starvation. Over half of the sea turtles in the world have eaten some form of plastic pollution. This is a disturbing figure, but hope is not lost for the sea turtles. In August of 2015, a video of a sea turtle struggling with a plastic straw in its nose went viral and contributed to some serious change. In 2018, Seattle became the first major city to ban plastic straws, with major companies following suit. While this may seem like a small step towards eliminating plastic waste, it's undoubtedly a monumental one towards cleaning up the world's ocean. It sends a strong message. The extinction of sea turtles is not guaranteed. There still is hope. I believe that the fate of sea turtles rests in mankind's hands. Though the sea turtles face many struggles, most of them are because of things that we have done. A step that everyone can take to give the sea turtles a chance is to stop littering. Stop letting balloons off into the air. Sea turtles often mistake the balloons for their prey. Parents should be more mindful to educate their children that although letting a balloon off into the air can be fun, it can kill many animals. Reducing the debris that can entangle sea turtles or accidentally get swallowed by sea turtles can help exponentially. There are new trends in restaurants where they don't support the use of straws. Be mindful of the environment. Use disposable water bottles and straws. The people that really care can take part in beach cleanups. Make it a game to see who can pick up the most trash on the beach. Even things as innocent as sandcastles need to be knocked over when the day is over because they can be obstacles for mothers or hatchlings. Beach equipment like chairs and umbrellas should also be removed at night. There are so many easy ways to help save the sea turtles. Artificial lighting is proven to disorient sea turtles on the beach. During a study between Deerfield Beach and Fort Lauderdale in Florida, researchers discovered that the majority of hatchlings were disoriented and usually headed inland on beaches where nearby artificial light sources were directly visible from the nest. However, when artificial light point sources were not visible from nests, hatchlings often oriented correctly, even though diffused light over the landward horizon was more intense than that over the sea. With enough convincing, counties in Florida can take steps to ensure that light sources nearby nesting beaches are turned off at night. Homeowners on beaches can become more conscious of the amount of lighting they have just outside their homes at night. I believe that if we follow the precautions on beaches like they do in Mexico, that would help the U.S. sea turtles greatly. Creating natural reserves for the sea turtles puts many restrictions on the nesting beaches. We can forbid construction for reasons other than the preservation of the beach's creatures. Unauthorized persons should not be allowed within 4 kilometers of the nest for fishing or hunting. People should only be allowed to conduct research in the areas with a permit. These measures helped in Mexico, and I believe they can be very helpful in the U.S. as well. Boaters can pose a great threat for the sea turtles. There are many precautions that boaters can take. Sea turtles need to come up for air, and it can be hard to spot them at the surface while speeding. Watch for sea turtles in the water and put your engine on neutral if you see one. Schools of fish can indicate that sea turtles are nearby, so boaters can take caution if they see schools of fish. Refrain from leaving any fishing gear like hooks behind in the water. Don't try to fish if there is a sea turtle in the area. Using a barbless circle hook can prevent accidentally getting a hook stuck in the sea turtle's throat. Don't try to feed sea turtles, it is illegal anyways. Don't leave bait or fish remains behind in the ocean. This could attract the sea turtles to the fishing areas and leave them in risk of being hooked. Although it is impossible to say that sea turtles don't face many threats in their lives, there are undoubtedly many ways that humans can stop participating in these threats. Being cautious while fishing, taking steps to create natural reserves, being mindful of plastic use, and educating people can create so much hope for the sea turtles. Many of the reasons that the sea turtles are endangered are because of mankind. Together we can take the steps necessary to prevent them from going extinct. Thank you.